Hello, hello. Welcome to the Happy Hippie Intuitive. This is Nina, and I'm here to give you some spirit messages today. So what the spirit has to guide you along your journey right now. So if that's something that interests you, then stick around. Now, before we jump into it, I would like to remind you that these readings are general, so take what resonates and leave the rest. I also have another channel called Pure Light Awakening, where we talk about the awakening process and where I do channel work and where we talk about the energies and energy updates. So if that's something that interests you, you can find a link to that in the description box below. But without further ado, let's get into the reading for today. So you have 3 cards and 3 crystals to choose from, number 1, 2, and 3. On number 1, we have a crystal that is a blue laced agate. On number 2, we have a mookate. And on number 3, we have a strawberry quartz. So sink into your intuition. Ask your angels and guides to guide you to pick either number 1, 2, or 3. Pause the video if you need more time, and I'll be back in a moment, and I'll start with number 1. Removing number 3 and number 2. Okay, number 1. So if you pick the number 1 card and you pick this beautiful blue laced agate, then this is your reading. So we're going to intuit this 1 card here, and then we're going to use some other decks, and we will shuffle and we will pull cards live today. So let's look at this card. That's your kind of major energy that spirit wants you to acknowledge right now. Wow, transformation and change. Okay, so I'm also noticing these 2 cats kind of meeting up. So there might be somebody that you are meeting up with, or somebody new that's coming into your life. That's kind of transformational or change energy. I also see a determination in this woman's face. So I feel like something, and she's kind of leaving something darker here, and there's light here. So I feel like there's a shift in leaving something behind to step into something new. So it might be a new relationship, new friendship. It might be a new way of living, or it might be a new job. Take that as it resonates with you, but there is something major happening in your life right now. It can also be on an energetic level, so that it might be a change that's happening within you that you are either aware or not. Okay, so let us look at some tarot cards first. I'm using the brand new deck that I just got in the mail. It's called the OK Tarot. So I have not used this in a reading yet, so this is exciting for me. And I also today have the brand new Archangel Michael Sword of Light Oracle that we're going to use in this reading from Radley Valentine. So that's also very exciting to use some new decks today. So let's look at it. Number 1, what do you get? What's the message for you? Something that spirit wants to tell you, or that they want you to be aware of, or guidance on your path. Let's see. Okay, 3 of Cups. Not surprised by that. As I said, there's something about a new meeting. So this can be a new group, a new community, a new, it might be that you're starting up a new study, or maybe starting a yoga, or maybe starting a meditation group. There's something about a new group, or a new group of friends, new family members maybe. The King of Cups. That's someone who's very loving, who is very they're comfortable in their own skin, they're emotionally stable, and they're a very loving masculine energy. So this might of course be male or female. It can also be you as a loving person, or an invitation to be also more loving towards yourself. Okay, so let's pull some more cards. Okay, so the 4 of Swords. So that's rest. That's kind of, you have done the work now, and now you can kind of take a break. There might be that you have taken a chance on something, you moved away from something into something new, and now it's time to just pause a little bit and kind of enjoy this new energy. Now you also have the 8 of Swords. So that might be that you have been feeling previously kind of trapped in something, in this old, and blinded by something, maybe blinded by truth, or somebody has blinded the truth for you, or you've been feeling like, I don't know which way to go. But I feel like now you've made a decision, okay? Or you know deep down what to do, because you are leaving this old energy here behind. Okay, so I actually want to swap these energies around, and we can do like that instead. Okay, because there's a new grouping, there's a new invitation, there's something new coming towards you. Underneath, you have the Six of Pentacles. So that is about giving and receiving. So there might have been that this old relationship or whatever this was in, it was not balanced when it came to giving and receiving. So it can be, of course, work related, it can be energy related, love related, you know, take that as it resonates. But there was something that wasn't in balance, and so you had to kind of say, you know what, I'm done. I'm leaving this behind now. So let us now look into the Archangel Michael, Sword of Light Oracle. So what does Archangel Michael have to say to you, number one? Advice from Archangel Michael. Archangel Michael has been a huge part of my life. I have yet to talk about that. I've been meaning to make a video about that on my other channel, but I'll get to it one day. Okay, so you got prioritize self-care. Yes, exactly what I said here. So it says, you do so much for others. It's time for you to experience the love you deserve and let others help you. Yeah, very loving energy here. That's what I said. Prioritize self-care. Not surprised that that came up. Beautiful, beautiful images in this deck as well, I have to say. Be the real you. Yes, your greatest power comes from being who you truly are. Don't let anyone sway you from expressing your authentic self. Beautiful. Exactly. So I feel like you're saying no to naysayers. You're saying no to people who do not see your worth for what it's actually worth. Okay, that's my feeling about this. Underneath, you will manifest what you need. Express gratitude as if your plans have already come to pass. Trust that your angels are bringing you the assistance you need. Okay. Beautiful. Okay, so with that, I feel like he's saying that you are protected and that they are guiding you. You're just following their guidance now, and that's so beautiful. So, yeah. Yeah. Yeah, let me just open another box. Energy and Spirit Oracle. I felt like we needed that as well. So let me just see what that deck might have to tell you today, number one. So, yeah. I feel like you've already accomplished something. It's like a win, you know. It's like you came out of... I'm also actually hearing, and that's for some of you, dodging a bullet. Okay, you dodged a bullet. So there was something that was almost happening, or something that, you know, was growing into being something really unhealthy, and you got out of there. You said, nope, okay, I'm not having that. I'm not doing that. I'm out of here. And that was such a good decision, and they're really commending you on that decision, because whatever this is that you were in, not good. The energies are not good. So, yeah, be real, be the real you, prioritize you. This jumped out. Prosperity, abundance, and success. Not surprised at all that that pops up, because this new path that you have chosen here is going to bring fruition. It's going to bring you something totally different from what you left behind, is what I feel. Next card, balance. Centered energy and self-care. Again, underneath, wisdom of the Magi, mental clarity. And this kind of just came out underneath, so let's look at that. Surrender, freedom from time constraints, letting go of urgency. So letting go of stress, letting go of somebody holding you back, like in the Eight of Swords, letting go of the imbalance of give and take, you know, and taking care of you, saying that, you know what, I'm worth so much more than that. I am worth so much more. And so I'm walking away from that because they do not understand my value. Okay. And they're saying by doing that, that there will be maybe a new community, new friendships, new people coming towards you, and there is abundance and success. So stepping into the self-love, as I also mentioned with this King of Cups, that it could be self-love, prioritize self-care, and then rest. Okay, so once you have done that cutting of the cords, letting go, leaving the old behind, it's time for a pause. It's time for inwards thinking. It's time to find your balance. It's time to be the real you and to prioritize taking care of you. Okay, so I feel like that's very important for them to say that. Yeah, I feel like that's very important. So let's see. I want to pull some mini cards, as I always do. And I also want to actually today, sorry if I'm in the camera, to pull some charms for you guys today. It's been a while. I'm going to take my charms bowl out and put it up there. And then we're going to pull some charms. But let's see. First we go do the secret garden cards, and then we do some charms in the end for you, number one. Okay? Now, these two popped out. Generosity. Sow seeds of kindness. Well, I do feel like you've done that already, but most of all, be kind to yourself is what I would say. Be present. Use the hours, don't count them. So again, about the time, there was another one here about time, freedom from time constraints. So for some of you, there might have been a lot of stress and a lot of being on time, you know, time deadlines or something like that, that has been really stressing you out. And what they're saying is that you need to rest. You need to say no. Okay, set your boundaries. You know, I can't do that within that time frame that you have set, Mr. Boss or Mrs. Boss. You know, I need this much time on it because that's just not going to cut it for me. So be honest about that. Okay, so I felt like that was a message that needed to be said as well. So let us pull some charms for you guys. Okay, just in my hand. Okay, so this is an eraser that you put on the backside of a pencil. So there might be something that you're kind of erasing now. It might be this past situation. But of course, a reminder that you can't just erase something. If it's been very emotional, you kind of have to feel it through. But there might be an invitation to correct something. You know, once you have decided something, you can always go back and say, you know what, I changed my mind. I want to do this instead. So that might be a message in itself as well. Now you have a little baby foot here. So I don't know if there's a new, I said also that this card could be new human beings coming into your family. So that might also be babies. So I don't know if you're having a baby, friend having a baby, your sister or brother is having a baby, your baby is having a baby, or if you're having a fur baby, you know, take that as it resonates. Since this pops up as well, it could be fur baby. Or it could be that you are in need of some animal care around you. Okay, so that's also when you know you do the self-prioritizing thing, to go outside and to be in nature and to be around animals is so healing. So that might be an invitation there. There's a paper clip, so that for me might be that there's something of a paperwork, maybe a contract, maybe something that you need to work on, print out, you know, maybe it's a resignation of some sort, maybe you say, I quit. There's something about a document or some papers, okay? And this is a train, so there might be some travel coming up for you by train maybe, but the train is kind of significant for travel in general. Now I have two little charms here that's about Christmas. So there's a Christmas tree and there is a Christmas stocking. So come the time around Christmas, I don't know if you celebrate Christmas or Hanukkah or not at all, but the December time, then the end of December, there might be something happening, a new change. Maybe this new will be in place by then. Maybe the balance have been found within that time. Or maybe that's just something joyful happening around Christmas. Maybe that's when the fur baby or whatever it is comes into fruition. I don't know. Up to you to decide that. Now, I have this medical sign here, so there might be something that you want to check up on your physical form. If you have been holding back, if you've been waiting, or if you've been, I don't want to go to the doctor. I know I'm like that myself. It's like, oh, do I really have to go? You know. But it's better to have something checked once too many times than not. So maybe there's something you need to tend to, or maybe this is part of your self-healing, okay? That you're tending to yourself and that you're giving yourself the space and the time to heal something, okay? There's a bottle here. So for some of you, this healing might be someone in your vicinity or yourself maybe have been drinking a little bit too much, just to have that said. Might be for some of you. But it could also be for those of you who don't feel like that is resonating, that it could be that, you know, enjoy yourself, indulge yourself with a glass of wine. You know, I'm not encouraging people to go drinking, but if you're someone who enjoys a glass of wine, then enjoy that glass of wine, whether it be with or without alcohol, or a good beverage, or something that kind of, a good cup of tea, you know, something that gives you that feeling of joy and just relaxation and kind of self-nourishment thing. Now you have a dragonfly, and for me that's a lucky symbol, so that's good news. You have angels watching over you, that's beautiful. And you have a turtle. The turtle is, of course, slow and steady wins the race. So be patient with yourself in this situation is what I would say. Number one, yeah, make this time and the space for you now, and take care of you. Be gentle with yourself. Be patient with yourself. All this will be resolved in due time. Spirit is with you. You have the angels with you. So everything is set in motion. So you just have to kind of follow the path and follow their guidance here. Okay, that's what I would say. So that's it for this time, number one. I hope this made sense. Give it a thumbs up if you liked it, and subscribe if you haven't. And feel free to share my videos if somebody else would benefit from this. Wishing you a beautiful time ahead, number one. Till the next time I see ya. Bye. Okay, number two. So if you picked number two and you picked this beautiful Mookate crystal, then this is your reading. I will put it up here. Now, this is your kind of overarching energy in this card here. So we will look at that and also into it a little bit. And then I have several other cards that we're going to use as well. And I also have my charm bowl with me today. So we're going to pull some charms in the end. So this is what Spirit is guiding you to do, or Spirit is asking you to look at something. Okay, so let's look at it. Hibernation and regeneration. Wow, that is beautiful. I'm of course also noticing all the crystals that is in this image. So maybe you're someone who just loves crystals, have a lot of crystals, wishing for a lot of crystals, or can benefit from using crystals in your own healing. She's also holding on to a cat here. So I don't know if you have a cat, or if you're a cat lover or animal lover in general, but there might be some beneficial for you to spend some time around animals now. I'm also noticing all the stars on her dress, which is kind of, for me, wishing upon a star, being guided over by the universe, kind of that feeling. The hibernation and regeneration is, of course, to take a break and to set aside a time to gather your energy, to self-heal, to self-nourish, maybe to just get a break of some sorts, maybe take a vacation, spa day, you know, take that as it resonates. But you see, she's kind of in a little cave area here. So it's about secluding yourself and finding time alone as well. Okay. So I'm using the brand new OK Tarot today. So we're going to shuffle that a little bit and see what we get for you, number two. I hope you are doing well. So let's see, shuffle a couple of more times here, there, and then we pull some cards for you. Okay, Temperance, that's about healing. It does not surprise me with this card here. Healing and balance. It can also be the invitation for balancing alcohol, just to have that said. If you know someone in your vicinity that's kind of happy with a bottle, or you maybe have been out a lot lately partying and stuff, there might be an invitation for you to balance that a little bit too. That might be for some of you. Okay, you also have the Knight of Swords. The Knight of Swords can be someone who comes in with the truth. It can be someone who cuts the cords to someone, to something or someone, but it can also be drama, just to have that said. So let's see. Aha. The Three of Swords comes up. So there might have been something that you have experienced lately that's been quite of a drama, and it's been kind of hurtful. For you, somebody got hurt. Somebody might have said something they didn't mean. Somebody might have had a very sharp tongue. Or something's happened that broke your heart, kind of, and you're in need of some self-healing. Okay, so let's look at some cards here. The Seven of Pentacles. So be gentle and be patient with yourself is what I would say. Underneath, yeah, Eight of Swords. Okay, so not surprised here. So what they're saying is that something has happened here that hurt you, okay? You might have been feeling stuck. You might have had some sleepless nights. You might have felt some sorrow. You might have, as I said, encountered somebody with a sharp tongue. Somebody that said something that was not nice. But what they're saying here is that you need the time now to really go within and to cut everything out, take a break from it. Very much about same as in reading one. That happens a lot lately, that the readings are very similar. So this was very much the topic of reading one as well, but they had a little bit different approach to it, just to have that said. So if you were tipping between 1 and 2, so maybe you should watch both of them, just to have that said. But anyways, Temperance is, in this case, I feel about healing. But for some of you, there might have been also that the person who had a sharp tongue might have been drinking as well. That just came to me. That something might have been said under the influence of alcohol. And so everything got enhanced, everything got out of hand, people got hurt, take that as it resonates, but that might be for someone as well. Now, I also have the brand new deck today that is called Archangel Michael's Sword of Light Oracle. Just came in the mail yesterday. I'm so happy with it. It's so beautiful. So, yeah, I'm using that today. Anyways, let's see what you get here. What does Archangel Michael have to tell you, number 2? What does... Oh, that one just popped on out. It's almost over. Okay. Your current challenges will soon be resolved, and you will be able to look to the future with a smile. Okay, that's good news. That's good news. But I do feel like you do need the time inwards anyways. Okay, let's look at one more card here. It's time to play. Yeah. You're working too hard and worrying about everything. Seek out joyous experiences to bring balance into your life. Okay. With that, I would say, make sure that you feel through whatever it is that you need to feel through. If this really hurt you, don't just try and push aside your emotions around it. Take the time inwards to heal and to feel things through. But they're saying that, it's not going to take you long to do that because they're saying it's almost over. And then I would say, see if you can find things around you that puts you more into a joyful mood, that brings you joy, and focus on that now. Underneath, the way forward is open. You're not trapped. Possibilities and opportunities abound. I will guide you to personal and spiritual freedom. So this Archangel Michael is saying, I'm here, I'm with you, and allow me to guide you forward. Okay? So I also have another oracle deck here that I want to use, which is the Energy and Spirit Oracle by Sandra Ann Taylor, which is also a very beautiful deck. So let's see what that has to tell you today. Your eternal spirit, higher self, and sacred intuition. Wow, okay. So what they're also saying here is do not forget to check in with your higher self here. Don't forget who you are, kind of, and your higher self is guiding you through this entire situation. So allow that to happen, allow that to come in, connect. So you see, so you're sitting here meditating and connecting. So when you're in this hibernation state, yes, allow yourself to just sleep or just heal or whatever. But once that's done, can you then connect? Can you then sit down in meditation and connect with your soul space and higher self? Shamanic healer. Wow. Cleansing and attunement. Yeah. So healing is definitely needed here after this situation. Ask your angels to come and help you heal, though. You don't have to do the job alone. Ask them to come in and help you with the healing. Raphael or also Michael with the blue light. He is connected to the blue light, which is also connected to the Pleiades, just to have that said. You might also be a shaman. You might also be a healer yourself. And so connect with that part of nature that gives you that healing as well. I also see the eagle here, and that's of course about higher perspective and the wisdom of it all, and that of course connect to the higher self and sacred intuition. So again, kind of an invitation to remember to connect after all of this. Underneath, past life guides, karmic lessons, and present assistance. So they're assisting you. So there might be guides that have followed you through many lives, or are following you through many lives, because all lives are lived at once. But there might be several guides that you can call upon that might help you in this present moment as well. Now, let us do some Secret Garden and then some charms for you, number 2. So, wildflower. Live an uncontrolled life, excuse me, free to grow anywhere and bound by nothing. Excuse me, I just have to have some water. Water and a tablet for my throat. I'm sorry. There is some information that wants to come through. Just a moment. Oh, okay. Yeah. Often when I get that, when it goes straight to my throat, I have been having some problems with my throat lately, but when it comes like that very quickly, it's very often spirit trying to connect with me. And that means that I have to just kind of center and connect. And what I was guided to say, bound by nothing, okay? Uncontrolled, bound by nothing. Because for some of you, you might have been controlled yourself by alcohol, or somebody in your vicinity has been controlled by alcohol, has been controlled by their past, and has then treated you, oh, it's really getting in my throat, treated you in a really bad way because of that. I would say maybe a father figure or a parent, you know, grandparent, somebody who was supposed to take care of you and had an alcohol problem and has treated you in a really bad way. So that was just something that came to me now that somebody out there needed to hear. So what they're saying is that you need to kind of unshackle yourself from that. I'm seeing the devil card in my mind's eye, which is very often, if it comes together with temperance, very often about alcoholism. And so what you need, and that will shackle you, because if it's been parents or grandparents or somebody who was supposed to take care of you, then because we love them, it's so difficult to cut those cords, okay? And that might be the Knight of Swords comes in here to cut the cords as well. Because there's, because you cannot be controlled by that anymore. You cannot be bound by that. So you have to kind of free yourself from those shackles, from your person's alcoholism, or maybe from your own, if that's you. So there is something about freeing yourself from that. So alcohol keeps kind of popping up in this reading for some reason. So there is somebody out there who needs to hear this, okay? Relax. Delight in powdered gold sunshine. Okay, so they're saying with that you can rest assured that they will guide you through this. They will be there for you. And that once you have kind of left this behind, once you've healed from this, there is sunlight coming. It's time to play. You know, it's going to move forward into joy, like over here. And they say it's almost over. So there's something that you just need to work on a little bit more, and then it's going to be over. Okay. Underneath, play again. Among the grass and wild violets lie undisturbed little secrets to uncover. So they're definitely saying with that better times ahead for sure, with joy, with time to play, with relaxation, you know. But there is something that is in need of healing right now. That's my feeling. So let us pull some charms for you. A couple that just popped on out while I was doing this. One was a sword. So again, cutting the cords like the Knight of Swords here. You also had a cat that just fell out of the bowl. So a cat is someone who secludes themselves, who finds time for themselves to heal. They do what they want to do. They are not bound by anything. They are not listening to anybody else. They do what they want. So that's kind of the invitation here, I feel. Wow, you had a beautiful butterfly here. So there's transformation for you. There is transformation for you happening, most definitely. And that's so beautiful. Now you have a heart with a paw in the middle, so there might be a pet in your vicinity, or maybe you should try and seek out animals, as I said also with this card here. So animals might be very healing for you right now. Yeah, again with the sword, scissors cutting. There's something that you need to cut here. The shackles, the cords to something. Two even. There's two scissors here. Wow, that has never happened before. Definite. There's a definite message that something needs to be cut out. Either you cut someone out of your life, you cut out the alcohol of your life, you cut out an energy out of your life. There's something that needs to be cut away here, okay? And there's a bell. And this is actually from the cat's collar. So, again with the cat here, okay. And there's also a dog house here with a dog inside. So there is something about animals for you, number 2, most definitely. You have to seek out animals. If you don't have any yourself, can you go visit someone? Even in this card, it's a dog playing with a frisbee. So is there someone that you know that has animals, or do you have animals yourself that you can cuddle up with? Maybe you're meant to work with animals. Maybe that's why the shamanic healer is also someone who communicates with animals. Maybe that's something you should look into. You know, take it as it resonates, but there's something about animals with you, number 2. You also have a rainbow here, and that for me is a promise of things will get better, okay? There is a rainbow after the storm, you know, but we cannot see the rainbow unless there is storm, unless there is rain. So this is just part of the balance of life, you know. Things happen. Things are rough, especially if you're someone who's dealing with your own alcoholism or other people's alcoholism. Wow, you have my sympathy. I have that in my family as well, so I know how that feels. So you have my sympathy and you have my love, because it's difficult. It's really difficult to deal with, but it needs to be done. Something needs to be done here. Something needs to be cut out. Something needs to change. Something needs to heal. And there is playfulness ahead. Once you have felt this through, once you have done this inwards and this healing, there is definitely playtime for you and joy. Okay, number 2. That's all I had. Give it a thumbs up if you liked it, and share my videos if somebody else could benefit from them. Wishing you all the best, number 2. Until the next time I see ya. Bye. Okay, number 3. So if you pick this card and you pick this beautiful strawberry quartz, and this is your reading. So this is your major energy. This is your overarching energy for this reading. So we will look at the card and we will also intuit some more information. And then I have several other decks and also charms today. So I put my charms bowl up here. So we will use that as well. So let's look at it. Affirmation for healing the heart. Okay. So you see there is a woman here who is sitting close to a man getting comfort. She's getting comforted by this man and also by this cat and also by this dog. So the time to heal, the time to allow the heart to feel what it needs to feel, but also the time for cuddling up, for coziness, for, you know, taking care of ourselves in a way where we are mothering ourselves, where we are being the mother or for ourselves. We're the father, if you will. I also feel, yeah, okay. Now I also hear and I feel a longing for a father. So for some of you, you might have lost your father or you're missing him. So I feel like that's something as well here. Yeah. Some of you might have a father in spirit or a father figure, and that is really hurting you, and you're missing them. You're missing their support, their warmth, their, being there for you. But it also might be someone who is, of course, alive, but you're far away from them, or they are not stepping up to the plate the way you wanted them to. That kind of feeling. So it's very much about self-healing and self-love, this one, okay? And getting comfort and support by those around you. So let us look at some tarot cards. I'm using the OK Tarot, which is brand new now. It just came to me, was it last week, I think? And I also have the brand new Archangel Michael Sword of Light deck that I'm going to use today. So that's also very exciting. So let us look at some tarot cards for you, number 3. The Four of Wands, that's a celebration, a wedding, get together, a party, wishing for a happy family life, those kind of things. Five of Swords, something has been a struggle. Somebody has won, somebody has lost, somebody got hurt. And you also have the Hierophant here. It can be a spiritual teacher, it can be you as a spiritual teacher. It can be an invitation to connect to spirit and listen. Four of Pentacles. Someone is holding on for dear life here. Underneath, Temperance. Okay. Balancing. Healing. Okay. We will look at... Oi! I didn't mean to do that. We will look at some oracle cards right away. Okay, I'm just going to put this straight. It annoys me when things aren't straight. It's just the way I am. Okay, so let's look at some Archangel Michael Sword of Light oracle for you. Yeah. Yeah, I'm also hearing light the candles, make it cozy in your home. Pull out the blankets, brew a cup of tea. Take care of you. Pray from the heart. Prayer really can move mountains. Reach out to the divine with your heart's concerns and watch miracles unfold. So you see that she has Archangel Michael standing right behind her. Okay. So with that, he's saying he's here, he's with you, and he's hearing your prayers. Okay. So continue to be in connection with him. Continue to talk to him, to pray, or to pray to Source Energy, God, angels, whomever that might be for you. But continue to keep that connection and having focus on what it is that you want. Trust in divine purpose. This experience has divine meaning. Healing will come. Know that you are on a path of growth. Okay. So this entire healing process might be part of your spiritual growth as well. Okay, just to have that said. Underneath, stay the course. Don't panic. You're not on the wrong path. You're just having a bumpy start. Learn from your experiences and keep going. Okay, good. Good, good, good. Okay, so I want to pull some more cards before we look more at this. So this is the Energy and Spirit Oracle by Sandra Ann Taylor. So, oh, that was too many, way too many. Just dropped out of my hand. Oh, that was 2. Okay. Okay, we'll take them. Currents of emotion, uncontrolled feelings. Yep, that's that one right there. And Goddess of Dreams, vision, intuition, and receptivity. Okay, so somebody might have been in some sort of fight with someone or disagreement with someone, and it just got out of hand. Okay, somebody said something with a sharp tongue. Somebody said something they didn't mean. Underneath here, we also have relaxation, peaceful pursuit, and happy times. So, an invitation to relax after all of this. But I have to say something, because this kind of happened in the other reading as well, number 2. So if you were not sure between number 2 and number 3, I would encourage you to watch number 2, because they also had the Temperance card together with uncontrolled emotions. And sometimes that is when we drink alcohol, we say things we don't mean, okay? So there might be a situation where you were in a struggle or a fight with someone when under the influence. Either you both were, or the other person were. And then things were said that was really hurtful, really, unnecessary. Somebody had a little bit of a sharp tongue, and that is the uncontrolled feelings. So that might be for some of you, okay? For others of you, the Temperance is a representative for the healing, which they also talk about in here. Healing will come. So, and also what I talked about here as well, that the healing affirmation for healing the heart. So for some of you, it might just be a representative for healing, and this might be a representative for a quarrel or somebody being hurt by somebody saying something, doing something. But when the uncontrolled feeling comes up, I feel like it wasn't meant to hurt you, that they didn't mean it, or that you didn't mean it, that it just kind of it just happened. Sometimes we just talk, and then all of a sudden we say something and we go like, oh, I shouldn't have said that, So that might have been what happening here as well. So, but they're telling you to just stay the course and be patient with yourself, be gentle with yourself, okay? But don't hold on to repeating the message in your head. Feel it through. That's part of the healing, yes. But don't let ego kind of repeat what they, he said, she said kind of thing, because then you're holding on to that energy, okay? So keep on praying, asking them to come to help you with this. Keep your vision, keep your connection to spirit in this, so that they can help you move away from this energy and more into the energy of joy. Okay. Now we're also going to pull some secret garden cards before we pull some charms. So let's see what you get, number 3. Opportunity. There's no use looking for luck. It arrives at an unexpected time. So what they're saying is that you don't be patient and let it come to you. Don't try to chase it. Okay? Don't try to chase the results or the happiness or whatever that it is that you have envisioned to get. It will be put in your path when it's meant to be put in your path. Okay? So all of this is kind of divinely guided. The healing is divinely guided, I feel. Okay? Move. A rolling stone gathers no moss. Exactly. So they're encouraging you to move away from this energy here. So I feel like that's important for you to do. So as I said, don't let ego kind of drag you into he said, she said kind of thing, because then you will never get out of it, right? Hidden depths. You only see the surface. Look beyond. So using your intuition, they're saying here as well, using your intuition to see things clearly, to see what's hidden in the situation. Yeah. You remember I mentioned this card can be a party. It can be a celebration. Somebody might have been to a party where they drank too much and got into a quarrel. Just how that said, that just came to me. They're also saying peaceful pursuits, happy times. So I feel like this too shall pass kind of feeling with all of this. But there is something you need to feel through. There's something you need to do here as well on your part. Okay? And healing is in the essence, and it has been the essence of all 3 readings today. So I feel like it's the energy of the times, maybe. But let's look at some charms for you at the end today, number 3. Okay. You have 2 parts of the triangle here. So for some of you, this might be a third-party situation, just to have that said, okay? Or 3 people involved in an argument, or, something like that. It can also mean Trinity. So You know, and it can be all depending on what you believe in, you know, the God, the Son, and the Holy Spirit, you know. So take that as it resonates with you, or triangles might mean something special for you. So take that as it resonates. You also have a shoe here. So they're asking you to move, to walk, to, yeah, take a walk in nature. Go outside, put on the shoes and just go, you know. Get over that kind of threshold thing where we get held back. This is a heart, but it's also the letter B. So I don't know what that means for you. Maybe you are the letter B or somebody else. But there is love coming towards you here. And it might be from spirit, but it might also be from somebody who wants to help you in this situation. Now you have a little playful animal here, which is kind of a child's play toy, dinosaur. So there might be children involved here. Might be playing with children, might be something for you. There might be some children in your life that can bring you joy, you know, that kind of a sense. But there's also a horse here. So there might be an invitation for animals in general that has also, as I see here with animals on this card, and that has also been very much the repetition of all three readings today, to get into a situation where you have animals around that can help you heal. You also have the shepherd's staff, and for me that is leadership. So maybe it's time for you to step into some sort of leadership. Maybe it's time for you to be the leader of your own life, you know, stepping into your power. Maybe you are meant to lead others in spiritual development. You know, take that as it resonates with you. But the shepherd's staff is very much about stepping up to leadership in any way, shape, or form. So, you know, take that as it resonates with you. Well, that's pretty much all I had for you, number 3. I'm wishing you all the best in whatever this situation is for you. You have my love. Give this reading a thumbs up if you liked it. Subscribe if you haven't. Feel free to share my videos if somebody else could benefit from this. I wish you all the best until the next time I see you.